it's that kind of day. Oh, I just realised I'm on the Wi-Fi. That might be a problem, but we'll see. So that goes. Right, we need change the brightness down a little bit. Oh, and I need to change it so that no one can start making lots of sounds. There we go. Filming mode on. There we go. Should have done that already, but hi to everyone watching after me setting all up. So yeah, it's just a quick one today of me driving. Maybe we'll have a game of Bandito when we get there. But let's get the light off. I've already packed down a bit. We'll leave everything on as it is. So we've got that on, and even though I am driving, we've got the stove on just a little bit, just enough to get a log going. It may or may not go. It's still warm in here. I'm not really too fussed. Yeah, I think we've got just about everything. Everything is closed up properly. We're all good to go. I just need to get the step. I think. Oh, we're going to have a problem with light out here unless I have a light. So let's have ourselves. Should we get a better light? I'll have that one. There we go. Well, I'll have it on the low setting. It's going to look absolutely awful as usual, but there we go. So I've been charging up for a bit. The van is just idling away. Not the best thing for Rick to be doing, I'm sure, but when you need the fuel, when you need the batteries charging, you've got to do it. So yeah, so one thing I need to do is we go around here. Nice little bit of green space. So I've got the charger on down there, running away. I want to just, that needs to go in the back. I'm going to put that there for now. That should be fine. Just need he says, doesn't want to stay. There we go. So I'm just going to put the step there. I'm going to pop you guys around like this and hope that I can set you up in some semblance of a normal way. There we go. That's not too bad. Right, I'll be back in 1 second. Don't fall over. And this is what I do with the step when I don't need it. Just in the front, like that. Sweet. It's a nice, easy way to just deal with things. There we go. Okay. Let's bring you back. Oh, hey, Gracie's in. Hi, Gracie. Just getting ready to move. There's not a huge amount to do now. I'll turn the light off up here. Oh, I wanted to put those things into the back, didn't I? They ended up getting, oh, the floor is slippery over here. It's very muddy. Ended up putting these in the front for some reason, but they should be with all the rest of the Christmas gear. Right, I'm going to sling these. Ah, well, that didn't really land. Whatever. Right. Just need to, oh, I nearly forgot. The last thing is I've got to take this off here. I don't want to forgetting something. Just hang this up here. As I do. There we go. Job done. Let me just close up. Oh, lights. Oh man, I'm forgetting a million things. Wow. Can you tell that I'm completely unprepared because I've been spending time with my friend? Well, I've got loads of washing up here. It would probably survive, but last thing I want is a plate falling down and smashing everywhere. So we'll quickly just put some of these away. How are you doing, Gracie? You doing well? Well, I'm glad somebody loves me. That said to spread the digger. That's a name and a half for somebody who comes in and says that, but fair play to you. Welcome to the chat. Oh, dearie me. That's all right if you missed a few, Gracie, don't you worry. I always say there's no stress. Don't you be worried. It's not like I'm your ball and chain. You're not supposed to be hanging around me the whole time. You've got a life to lead. You've got a life to lead, so yeah. And I'm supposed to have these to put in the front, ready to go to a bottle bank at some point. All right, lights off. Throw that there. Yeah. Ooh, it's a bit spooky like this. Now, right, I'm going to put these in the front. It's bad enough holding a camera, but holding bottles to go to the bottle bank as well. Whew. Hey, Susie's in. Hi, Susie. Just passing through, eh? Man, you sent me so many messages and I can never respond in time. So, it always feels like from my end it must seem like I'm ignoring you, but I do try to respond, but just never quick enough. There we go. Right, door closed, and then without falling over hopefully, and one-handed and all that. Ooh, that dangle behind. Yeah, always. Oh, let's try that left-handed. Oh, one-handed is not going to happen. Right, I'm going to push you down. I generally don't do that one-handed, so that makes sense. Right, let's see. Hey. Oh, it doesn't help it's a bit wet because it's been raining. It still is raining, to be fair. The weather is not great. So it's going to be a rainy drive again. I'm just going to pop round the side and pop the other one on. Where's the gear? Oh, I'm rushing, so I'm getting it wrong. There we go. Right. Used to be that I would do those up. If you can see, I use locks just to basically just to stop the bar from coming out. You see, but also like when I'm away, I can padlock it up so people can't mess with the solar panel. I used to lock them all the time for everything, but when I'm driving, they don't actually seem to be a problem. So, yeah, we were okay. Right, let's switch things up. Get you guys onto the driving position one. Hopefully I don't mess anything up. All right, there we go. That's okay. Hey. Hey, we've got Chuck in. Hi, Chuck. How you doing? I'm just setting up for a drive. It is going to be a driving one. The tripod can go over here. All right. Just check on the chat. Are we on about that baptised cat again? There we go. We had a modded chat. Whoa. What was the modded chat? Oh, it's just a load of emojis from Rosie. Oh, Susie. Sorry, Susie. My my brain this evening. I tried to play 2 games of chess with Lucas and he just destroyed me both of them because I just couldn't think. My brain is shut off today. Yes, but well, not a road trip per se. I've got work tomorrow and I'm going to be in a place called Clophill and I'm in Biggleswade right now. That's no good. So yeah, we've got to do a bit of a run, and to be fair I could have done it in the morning, but the battery was getting low and I wanted to get a charge, so I've been idling the engine for a while and having the lithiums charge up. But at the end of a long idle I have to run the vehicle, otherwise the DPF gets clogged up. So it's time to do a little bit of a run and make a cloud of white stuff as well, because when I do a bit of idling and then I run the engine, there's always a white cloud of particulates that come out because of the DPF just needs a bit of clearance. Hey, Dan's in. Hi, Dan. Heading to Clophill, if you know it. All right, it's time to switch you guys around. I'll put the lights on. These lights at the back off. There we go. So everything was sorted in the back. Final checks on the front here. Yeah, it's all good. I'm going to sort out my heating so that that's a bit better. So I've got it at the right levels. I might open up the windows for a minute. So it's a little bit stuffy back here. So everything seems good. Yeah. Nice. We'll take it nice and slow and easy. You'll notice I'm driving like an old granny, and the reason for that is that I had that Christmas tree in, and I mean I drive like an old granny bit anyway in this thing, just to kind of protect everything. Oh, I haven't done that. Oh, that's going to bug me the whole way. I've just remembered there's something I wanted to do that I might. Do you know what? There's actually a solution I can do from here. So I've left the let me turn around. I've left the float valve like basically switched on for my hot water system. The issue is when I drive, it has a tendency to keep trying to fill up. So I'm just gonna. So this is my switchboard back here for all my like my fuse board essentially for my 12-volt system. So that's the pump basically turned off for the actual mains water. So it won't actually fill up my my system, so it won't be able to like overflow anything. Hey, Peter's in, just joined. Hi Peter, good to have you in. How are you doing, Sparker and Dan? Hope you guys are well. Hope you're feeling a bit better, Susie. And I don't know if I got a response from Gracie. Are you feeling a lot better today? Oh, that's good. That's good. Good to hear that, Gracie. It has been a minute. So yeah, so it's a nice slow drive really. I'm going to do a little jaunt down the A1. I normally would cut across, but I want to go on the fast roads because that allows me to clear the engine a bit better. It needs a decent run after an idle. So we're going to go down the A1 a little bit and cut across. Oh, there's some beeping from the engine. Something about my air, I think. Definitely have some weird things going on with my my van from time to time, so the electrics. I don't know what on earth is occurring, but right, just try and make sure that everything is central. There we go. Pretty good. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. I'm going down to the Baldock services and going to go across from there down. Normally, I would actually cut across through Langford and then down through, like basically, like around the back ways and cut across the north part of Shefford. But in the van, that's not the nicest of routes, to be fair. Because it's a lot of like windy bits and bumpy roads, and so I do have a tendency to prefer to stick to A roads when I can. And to be fair, as I said, because I'm trying to like clear the engine a bit because it's been idling. I mean, I don't think it'll actually send a cloud today, just because I haven't turned the engine off. The worst one is when I've idled it for like an hour or so. I then basically just rev the engine a bit and then turn it off, and then a day later I go for the clear. For the drive, and then it basically creates a massive cloud, and I'm sure. Whoa, blimey, wind! Did you see that? Whoa, that absolutely punched me to the side. Oh, whoa! This bit's so exposed. I can really feel that. I'm fighting like anything against it. Oh man, that is a lot. Just the bit south of of Baldock, not Billswade there. Just yeah, that's horrific. So exposed. Do I have a name for the van? Asked Dan. I don't actually. I'm not into naming objects, which is it's just weird, I suppose. I don't know. My parents named their motorhome Betty. Yeah, to be fair, Susie, it does rain a fair bit here, but I guess it depends on your perspective. There are places where it rains a lot more than it rains here. I don't really know. I don't really know if it's like the wettest place around or anything, but What's Sparkle saying about no sympathy for something? Is that something with one of the other people in the chat? Susie says Brazil is a shithole, but way better than the UK to live in. I don't doubt it at this point. I'll be honest, Susie. The UK has definitely gone on a bit of a downtrend over the last decade or two. But then again, so has the rest of the world. So I don't know. We're all on a bit of a nosedive. It's a race to the bottom, really, isn't it, at this point? Oh, did someone say they had a hangover? Kind of cool, this bit. It's like going through a tunnel of trees. Quite like it. Oh, Gracie's got a hangover. Is that true, Gracie? Now, I did want to check my tyre pressures like this day, but it's got too late and it was too wet, so I'm just going to forego it one more day. Sometime during the week I am planning to be at Sainsbury's at some point, so, and there's a garage there. I'll probably top up a bit of fuel maybe, and I think hopefully they'll have some like a decent one that I can check the tyre pressures with. It's got to be done. It's that time of year. We have someone called Pussy Slacker saying hi. Wow. You must like cats if that's what you're doing. Oh dear. Great name though. Good to have you in the chat. How are you doing? Yes, subbed. Make sure you do. And what's this, Gracie saying? After the performance, I think it was a nightmare or something. I don't know. Oh, I see. It was all like the lighting and stuff like that. And, oh, I see. So down here we go. Endless road. Cool. Could you imagine, Susie, though, an actual endless road? Non-stop driving. You think the van should be called Herbert? No. That's a terrible name for it. That reminds me of the Herbert buses when I was little. And although it was well rude to call it as such, that was what we were. That's where all the kids going to the special school or whatever they call it. I don't know what you got to tell me the term for that, Dan, because you'll probably know better than me. I only know what the bad terms I was taught as a kid was, but. And I'm not up on all the PC terms for things, but the kids with special needs or whatever you call them, they would go on the Herbert buses. So they'd get called the Herbert, and that was like a bit of a slang term for something you didn't like at school, basically, as you call someone an Herbert or Herbert. Yeah, so we won't be calling my van Herbert. No. That has bad connotations in my mind. I could call the van Dan the van. Not the Dan the Van Man, but just Dan the Van. Now that would be quite cool. There we go. Although, could Dan live up to the reputation of someone with the name Dan? That's the question. Hey, Kat's in. Hi, Kat. Good to see you. Well, I can only see spots of what you're saying here, Susie, but I can see you just said people don't like to hear the truth. It depends what the truth you're talking about. They don't like to hear the truth about themselves a lot of the time if they've got some bad things. But it's also quite rude to point out people's bad things. Could we see this? Are we seeing the tractor with the... did you see it? With the lights? That was cool. Maybe that was a leftover from the parade in Stopfold. Or we could drive through to see the light. But I'm showing them off the other day, so we'll Or you must be getting a bit hyped up, Kat, ready for tomorrow. What time is your test tomorrow, Kat? Is it like an early one or a late one? We've got a bit of both, to be honest, Susie. There's a bit of male and female in the chat. Oh, 10:14, so like a morning one. At least that gets it out of the way. Late enough that you're woken up enough, because you know you don't want like a 7:30 test or anything, do you? Hey, Chris is in. Hi, Chris. Good to see you. How you doing, my buddy? Yeah, 10:14 or 10:15. Let's call it 10:15. That's pretty. That's a solid time for a test, I reckon. That's get out of the way. So you ain't got to stress the whole entire day. Just make sure you get a good time tonight. You want to be super fresh with a thing like that. Who are you talking about? You stopped uploading? Are you talking to me or somebody else? Gracie. To be fair, I wasn't paying a lot of attention to your uploads about the trucking stuff. That doesn't really. I'm not really into watching trucking videos, if I'm honest. I like the ones with blue in. That was really nice. Your videos were blue. They were lovely, but and they had like personality to them. And I like videos with personality. Something where somebody's showing themselves to. Like, and you don't have to be in it, but you can still show your personality through videos, even if you're not there. And I feel like those random like clips from the internet that you took and just rammed together for your own footage it's just not my cup of tea, if I'm honest. I mean, you could go out and film almost anything, really. Hey, Rach is in. Hi, Rach. Nice to see you. Yeah, you just film like what you're doing day to day or whatever. Something interesting. It's like everyone films whatever they're going to do. So like I was doing a lot of camping videos because that's what I was doing. I was doing a lot of camping. I basically hadn't been doing as much as I'd wanted to be doing because like when I was younger, I was doing a lot of camping and hiking with Noah, and I used to love it. And I wanted an excuse to do more, which is how I started up the channel. I wanted to push me to get out and do more adventures. I kind of wanted to do bigger adventures. I had ideas for things that like I wouldn't do if I didn't have like a good reason to, and the channel kind of gave me reason, like the wonky missions and things like that. I wouldn't have tried to challenge myself like that without something to push me. But now, like, life has changed, my day-to-day has changed, what I'm looking forward to doing has changed, and that's where the channel kind of is changing. And yeah, and I feel like the channel's definitely going to go through quite a big change soon if I can get my motivation back and actually put some big effort into it. I admit doing the daily streams can sometimes kind of like, it's almost like, it's a nice thing to look forward to, but at the same time, I kind of tell myself, oh, I don't have to really try too hard on actually getting a video out because I'm doing the streams, but I really should start working on getting some videos out. You always come in and say this, Susie, but I'll be honest, I don't know that the British think too much about Brazilians. In terms of like giving it a lot of thought. We're too much busy dealing with day-to-day life here and struggling with what we've got in our country to worry about what other people are doing in their countries. But I don't know that I've ever heard anyone say anything bad about Brazilian. I think I think if anything, I quite like I said, my favourite ASM artist is a Brazilian girl, and you know, and then there's you. We like you. You are the first Brazilian I've actually talked to, I would say, like straight up had a conversation with, albeit through chat, and you seem to be lovely for the most part. Yeah, well, if your father says it, it must be true, I guess, Susie. Oh dear. Dads can say the silliest of things. If everything my dad said was true, the world would be a weird place. I'm going to say that much. But the world would be the weirdest place in existence. Hey, Silent Dams is in. Hi, Silent Dams. Oh, I've missed your message. It's going quick now. Let me go back up. The British love everyone. Well, I don't know about that one either, though. I think as a whole, like people, and then other people just don't like people. So it's a very individual thing again. I don't think you can say it as a part of a whole nationality. What's Dan saying? Yeah, we're all agreeing. Nothing wrong about a Brazilian. And we're not talking about waxing either. I do joke. Hey, we got lots of people in. How you doing now? Are you doing well? Yeah, the Brazilians have some football skills, don't they, Sparker? That's true. Oh, don't be calling anyone a jerk, Susie. I'm not sure anyone even referred to you as anything, did they? Oh. Yeah, you're talking to Susie there, Noah. It was Noah, I see. Noah's not a jerk, he just doesn't know. He hasn't talked to you enough to remember your name yet, Susie. Oh, we've got Russell in. How you doing, Russell? I think I remember you. You've been in before, haven't you? Good to see you. Don't we need these wipers on anymore? It's still kind of drizzly, but I don't like the squeakiness. I have to do it manually every now and then, I think. Yeah, I know you know the username now, because Susie's in quite a lot. But she's usually very nice, but she can get a little bit spammy sometimes, which is okay. She's a good girl, really. That's a fair point. Yeah, if your username is different, mind you, I think there are reasons for that. To be fair, Noah. So it's not always as simple as you think. I will say that much now. Just to come to Susie's defence on that one, I think I understand why her name might not be her name. Best just to leave it alone now. I'll be honest, Susie does not like interacting with other people in the chat too much. So not directly anyway. So did you ask me, Noah? How's things, mate? Hey, Quentin's in. Hi, Quentin. Good to see you. Oh, I think maybe there's some internet issues here. It is a bit of a dead zone. I apologise if we get disconnected. Now, ain't much further to go on the drive, and then we'll be arriving where we're supposed to be. Now, my only concern is I'm aware the internet where I'm going is not always that good. So, yeah, fingers crossed that we don't have any issues, but we might get issues. You too, Russell. Hope you have a great Christmas. If you're at Loose End in the evening and you haven't got any family to be with, feel free to come and join us, because we'll be streaming a big one on Christmas Day. I'll be doing a fair few hours, I think. Going to set up with plenty of games and Christmas stuff. What's this about already, Gracie? Already what? What happened in the first 2 seconds of your upload? I am curious. You'll be off your head by Christmas Day. That's fair play, Gracie. Although at your age, you really shouldn't be. You should be Practice in moderation. Oh, Sue is in. Hi Sue, good to see you. I'm well, hope you're well too. I'm just driving, just getting to a new location for the evening. We're a little bit concerned about internet quality, but we'll see how we go. We've made our half an hour at least already, so if it cuts out, it cuts out, and there's not much I can do. Should have probably signalled there, but he wasn't quite at the roundabout. There. It's blowing up, is it? Nice. Good to hear it, Gracie. See you, Susie. You take care and try to be happy for me. That sounds weird saying it that way. I mean, like, just be happy, but I mean, try and think positive. I know it's hard, but we've all got to try. So I guess you've got no more school now, Gracie, is that right? You've got the whole week to yourself, or more, I guess, probably a couple of weeks now. Oh, 57 views already, nice. So is that a short or is that a long form? Oh, you're off till the 6th of Jan, that's nice. Admittedly, I don't have that much time off. I'm working the next 2 days, so tomorrow and Tuesday. I'll have the rest of the week off. Then I'll have my usual week with the boys where I don't work, and then the next week I'll be back to work as normal. So realistically, it's just part of this week that I'm getting off. But I can't complain, because there's only work every other week. It's kind of like I'm not exactly like suffering with too much work, am I? Let's face it. I'm wondering actually if there's a better place to park up that might have better signal. We'll see. I think I might be alright. But then again, I don't really want bad internet all night long. Yeah, bad internet is a real... I mean, that's like a primary concern when figuring out a park up, is where to park for signal. And Clophill is pretty bad, actually, now I think about it. So maybe... Or, do you know what I could do? I could, like, quick vote, should I go park up at the dogging car park in Malden Wood? I could park up at the Malden Wood car park at the risk of seeing some doggers there. What do we think? Yeah, I'm going to go somewhere else. I would have turned there into Clophill, but I'm going to try somewhere else because I've realised the internet will be just shocking. So quick, on the spot change of plans. Just thinking about where my local spots are. And I think the closest decent spot is probably that woods. And there was decent internet there from what I can remember. So that might be the call. I'm being told off by Kat. It's my channel, I've got to choose. Oh, I don't know. Fair enough. I think I'm going to go with the woods. It's the easiest place to find something, so... Yeah, if I remember right, I can come back south out of that. Shouldn't be a problem in terms of where I'm going. Should be close enough to work that I don't have to worry too much in the morning. The idea of being able to be parked right next to the first job is appealing, but not so much when I have to deal with bad internet all evening long. Makes it hard watching anything, and certainly streaming becomes a bit of an issue. Yeah, the data is really bad over here wherever, but it's kind of like, it's so intermittent. You can like be 10 meters from one, like you can be really bad one spot, and suddenly you got decent again. It goes up and down. Are you still here, Susie? I tell you, you like to do this thing where you say you're going and then you don't go, Caesar. You do this all the time everywhere. It's crazy. It's something I'm getting to know about you. When you say you're going, it doesn't always mean you're going. I'm learning your ways. Your wicked ways. I joke. Yeah, that's fair play. You got to get to bed at a good time today, Kat. It's a wise call to do that. All right. Now this is what they call the White Elephant Roundabout, and they call it that because it was the most useless build. They spent like ages on this thing, a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of disruption, and I'd say for nothing. But I'm going to be honest, they made it worse. It wasn't even that they did nothing to it; they just made it worse. I mean, the thing they did was just change the lines. I'm not even sure what they did with the roundabout. I think maybe they made it slightly bigger or something. They certainly put walkways around, but I mean, I have no idea what they thought they were doing with this thing. And the locals are so annoyed of it, they actually put a stuffed white elephant up in the trees in the middle of this roundabout, just as a little kind of like, yeah, cheers for wasting everybody's time and taxpayers' money on a monumental like non-existent thing. Like, what was the point in any of this? So I could go left here and park down here. Yeah, actually I'm going to do that. I'm not going to go for the woods. Oh, that was a bit too much of a tight turn. Something went bump in the back. Yeah, this isn't a bad spot just here. This is actually within the thick of everything. And this is usually pretty okay. So I might just park it here. That's reasonable. It's usually quite enough roads. Yeah, I quite like that. Oh, I've even got a nice Christmas tree to the side of me here. Just gonna get in tight to the curb. There we go. Nice. So I'm not too close to the junctions, and I'm opposite a street light rather than a house. Although I'm quite close to the house. Let me show you. So we've got a house over there. So opposite is this plot here of just, I don't know if that's someone's garden or an empty space, but there is a nice house here with a lovely tree. Fully admit that's lovely, and I think because of that tree, they probably can't see out into me anyway. So, I'm just parked on the road where other people park, so you can sort of see there are some cars up ahead. It's a pretty quiet spot overall. So yeah, this is a pretty reasonable spot. Nothing wrong with here. So let's have a little look. How are we doing? Are we all still connected? I think we are. Lovely. Right. I think we'll call it there. I'm going to get into the back and get packed down, but that's a long enough one, and we've had a bit of a chat. If anyone wants to say anything before I go, now's the time. Even like, do you know, Susie, every time I look at your name, sometimes I end up nearly calling you Rose just because it says Rose in there. It's so hard not to think your name is Rose. Oh dear. Oh, that's good. Signal is good, says Spucker. That's nice. Yeah, yeah, it's been a bit of one of those days. I've done all my Christmas shopping. I'll have a little chat before we go, to be fair. I've done all the Christmas shopping, got all the presents sorted. I've got a few, I think 2 of them I've actually ordered on Amazon. The rest I managed to get from the shops in Biggleswade, which was really nice. Yeah, so that's kind of a job out of the way. I guess I've got to wrap them soon. Yeah, all prepared for that really, so that's all good. I've gone lightweight with the boys' presents. It's been made clear to me that they want cold hard cash and not presents. So I think especially Ethan's looking to save up to get himself a new Switch 2. And I would get him one of those, but it's exceedingly expensive. I think around the 400 quid mark. I'm like, that ain't coming out of my pocket, lad, not the whole thing. So and I think I've talked about this before. He's been offered it as a gift, And he said no, because he knows that the gift will be basically with restrictions. But yeah, so that's what I did today, and then spent the afternoon with Lucas playing some chess very badly, and just chatting about like van life stuff really with him. We get onto all sorts of stuff, talking about potentials of buying a bit of land and stuff like that. Yeah, so we get onto all of it really. Yeah, I to be honest, Susie, I don't care too much for money either, but you need it to get along. So yeah, it's like one of those things. I would like to not have to deal with it, but we've got to deal with it, which is unfortunate. Anyway, that's it. We're going to call it. So good night, everybody. Thank you very much for coming by and yeah, just making my my trip here a little bit nicer. It's always nice to have somebody to chat to, and you're always a good listener. But yeah, I guess I'll see you all tomorrow for a bit of a better stream, hopefully. But in the meantime, as always, have fun.